Today I'm going to build the smallest safe house in Minecraft. This tiny little 3x3 build is going to be surrounded in defenses and traps and various other bits and bobs. But first, I have to make an entrance. We need a way to get past this fence, so I think something like this should probably do the trick. I could, of course, use a fence gate, but then a player could come along and open it, and that's not very safe. Not that I'm counting this fence as one of the defenses, by the way. Now, this entrance is going to be activated by a redstone torch key, which can go here. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's make it a path detector. Something like this should do the trick. Okay, so we get a redstone signal every time a path is created. So I've run this into a little T flip-flop here, and that will connect up into our fence. But before we do that, I also want to make sure that we actually have an interior to this thing. So my plan of action is you stand inside here and this area drops down. But without wanting to give too much away, I also want one of my defenses to be sending this thing to the moon. Like, I want this entire build to travel off to the build limits when an intruder enters. So that makes this middle section a little bit more challenging. The flying machines. Now that I think about it, we could just have one flying machine that pushes and pulls this 3x3 area. It can either pull it down and push it up to this height, or push it up from this height. This is going to end up being way too many blocks, isn't it? Okay, let's work this out. Maybe something like this will do the trick. So if I activate this thing, okay, it is now up at the surface. And then I've put a button up at the top to activate it. So this machine should all be functional. I walk inside, hit the button. Okay, I'm a fan. Then all we need is a toggleable way to stop this thing from continuing up into space when we send it back up. But we want to retain the ability to send it to space when it's an intruder. Oh, this would be so easy if my stupid fence wasn't here. Maybe something like this. So when our gate is open, then this piston is extended, which means our flying machine can't fly off, but we can switch things around. I mean, look. Look, you can't get past it. All right, is it perfect? No. Does it probably work? No. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot to open my gate. Hey, whoa, that is interesting. I had never thought of that. That is like a lighting trick. I've discovered a lighting trick! Our flying machine is going from being invisible while it's moving to solid while it is in between movements, and it creates this flashing. That would be so good to mimic faulty bulbs in a horror map. I'm getting distracted. I've got a lot of rebuilding to do. Right, let's try this again. This time, my piston is extended, so everything should be working now. And yes, that has stopped early because this piston has powered, which is a good point. We can use that, and it means that we can finally have our fence back. Our elevator system is finally all completed. So here we have our safe house. Currently, it is unlocked, and when we stand inside and hit the button, we travel down this little tunnel here into what I would say is the most adorable hidden base I've ever seen. I spent way too long decorating this place, but I wanted to keep it in keeping with the wooden theme that we have on the top. We have everything that we could possibly need in here, and once we're done with our base, all we have to do is stand on the observer, hit the button, and it will take us back up to the surface. It's very, very satisfying, but currently, it's not particularly safe. Let's start designing some defenses. The Mumbo Jumbo space program. We have the flying machine, we just need a way to detect an intruder and send them upwards. And I think I've come up with something smart here. So currently our gate is open, which means we can walk inside, nothing is going to happen to us. But if we close our gate and then walk over the top of this piston, you can see that the piston detects us standing on this string. Now, there's some weird things happening here. We're essentially redirecting this redstone without letting this piston know. So this piston isn't actually powered at this point in time, but it thinks it is. And it only realizes it's not powered when it receives a block update. And we've got a bunch of different redstone timings and things to make sure that this all works properly. But the long story short of it is we should be able to use this piston retracting as a way to activate our flying machine. That's not quite as simple as originally seems, just because, you know, it's obviously the piston's going to update when the flying machine moves, but I'm working on it. I think I've managed to do something here. So let's give it the first test. The gate is currently open. We can stand inside. I can hit this button, and everything still functions. I'm going down. Now, what happens if I go up to the top? Is it going to work properly? Yes, it has stopped. So all of the defenses are currently unarmed, but now let's activate them, make a very quick backup, and then hop over this fence and stand on this. It briefly worked, but then got stuck. What on earth? What did it get stuck on? Oh dear, yeah, no, that's a problem. The system that I'm using to bud power this piston is also bud powering this piston. This is awful, all right, but I'm just going to constantly update this piston so it quickly realizes that it's not powered. Now everything should be working properly, and if I try to get inside this place, I should begin going to space. Goodness gracious me. Okay. I think it's safe to say that that has gone fairly flawlessly. Now I'm going to switch up some of the decoration around this thing and make it known that I seriously mean business. I think we can all agree this looks pretty comical. Let's continue our defenses. First we have the sweet berries. You never know what will deal the final blow. You know, you could get someone down to half a heart and they could survive it, but then they run into a little berry bush and it finishes them off. I am also going to throw a couple of wither roses into the mix. And now it's time for the lava moat. So the first thing that I have to construct is a 5-block wide moat all the way around this thing. As seems to be tradition with this video, I'm going to have to dismantle my little path block finder, but that's fine. I think I've constructed and deconstructed and reconstructed basically every contraption I've built in this video so far. All right, this is looking decently beefy. Just need to connect up this area to the landscape a little bit. Okay, that works. And before I start placing in all the lava, I should probably build up the bridge that I want to pop up and also the lingering potion dispenser. You see, it's really important to me that nothing in this safe house build affects a player who is safe to the house. I don't know if that's really a phrase, but I'm going to use it anyway. So I want to make sure that anyone who's actually using the house and is allowed to be using the house completely unaffected. It's only players that aren't meant to be here who have to deal with the defenses. So let's get some double piston extenders on the go. And I've hooked those up to our new path detector. So hopefully that should all be working. That is awesome. There's always just something about self-building bridges in Minecraft that gets me excited. Now, as that bridge pops up, I'm also going to dispense the lingering potion for our wither roses, and I think I should be able to just hook this into this circuit. I've modified it a little bit. This should work. So as our fence gate drops down, the lingering potion pops up. Nice one. Okay, that's all in place. Now it's time to get all of the lava on the go. Honestly, can't decide if this is a satisfying noise or not. Okay. This is starting to look pretty serious now, and everything should all be fully connected, so we should get, yeah, everything happening. Gate is open, lingering potion, bridge. So now let's move on to the turrets. I still want to keep the majority of the defenses inside this area. That feels like it's in keeping with this little challenge I've set for myself. Right, where's the magical hands dude? An evoker, right? If I put an evoker in here, okay, immediately he looks like he can, yes. All right, what if I put him here? Can he still get out? I would assume he can't get out. No, I think I'm safe. Okay, and if I'm in survival mode, yes, okay. Oh! What? No! The Vex triggered the string! What on earth? My base just decided it didn't want any part of this. So I'm out. See ya. Is this going to be a common occurrence? Like, yeah. No, they're basically entirely spawning on the string. Okay, what about if they were over here? For some reason, I feel like this is going to work. Yeah, I mean, that's a very good start. Very, very good start. Still not going through? Yeah, I mean, things are going well. No, I mean, not for me. I've died many times now, but things are going well. I still have a base. I'm just looking at this. It's not going to work, is it? Like, if I push this guy up into here, there is no way he can't see me. Oh my goodness, he can't see me. I've got an evoker in a box. That is comical. Are you serious? If I remove this, that is ridiculous. So I'm just going to set up 4 of these, 1 on each corner of our little box here. Okay, I think we can all agree that with the addition of the campfires, this is starting to look very, very cool indeed. So let's hook up all of our evoker boxes to the various different redstone circuits that we have down underneath here. And that should now all be done. Oh no, I haven't backed anything up. Why did I decide to try and put a Ravager on the roof? Oh, there's something kind of glorious about it. Oh, I don't even know if I can be mad. Okay, I'll do all the evokers. And now that I've actually got the Ravager on the roof, he's not really doing much, so I think I'm going to get rid and replace him with just a regular Guardian. I did have an Elder Guardian up there, but I don't really need mining fatigue, and this thing's pretty lethal. Now, my defense against the Guardian is just going to be potions of invisibility that are going to be dispensed when we do our path detector. And finally, this thing is all done and dusted. All right, our little path detector was way too close for these things. Let's move it. Now it's all fully finished. And as we can see, the system is currently armed. The lava is there, the fence is up, these guys are out, and this thing wants to kill me. So first things first, I'm going to approach this as the owner of the safe house. I'm going to disarm everything by right-clicking on that path block, getting myself invisibility. All of these guys have been hidden away. The Guardian shouldn't be able to spot me. I can cross this bridge, go through the regeneration potion so I don't die to the Wither Roses, make my way in here, and head down into my adorable hidden base. Now, was that stressful? Yes, I'm stressed. I'm really stressed. Oh my goodness, I'm a literal spoon. I've finally become a spoon. But yeah, no, that wasn't a calm experience. Okay, there was a lot of things that could have potentially killed me there, but I am here, and I am safe. I'm incredibly safe. I can do everything that I want to do. Then once I'm done doing everything that I want to do, I can just hit this button here. I'll be hit with another invisibility potion, and I can make my way back up to the surface, go back across the Wither Roses, go back across the bridge, and leave the safe house behind. But before I do, of course, I need to make sure that it is armed. This thing is now dangerous. Now, what would happen if you didn't disarm anything? What would happen if you just wandered up and you wanted to try and get inside? I mean, it's not good. It's really not good. I mean, every single time I respawn, bad things happen. The Guardian immediately starts targeting me, which obviously isn't ideal. The Vexes are pretty strong, and no matter how hard you try, this is a jump that I simply cannot make. And here's the deal. If I somehow managed to do something smart, let's see if I can. Oh, that was close. Goodness me, goodness me. Yes! No! If I manage to do something smart, like put myself in creative mode and stop trying in survival because I'm functionally unskilled, if I finally manage to make my way into the house, unfortunately, it's going to come with a one-way ticket to the top of the world. Oh my goodness, I'm so stuck. I can't even move around. I'm completely incapable of moving! If you try and access the safe house uninvited, then the safe house will uninvite itself from the Earth. No, now that I think about it, this might be the first time that someone's ever sent a Guardian into orbit. This is quite a meaningful moment. Oh, this video has been ridiculous. This has been such a stupid project. It's been so silly, but it's been really, really fun. Lots of interesting redstone contraptions, lots of fun builds. I really do hope that you've enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya!